So interesting, going on from the last video of Freddy and Lulu. Akemi here, obviously only a puppy, but very different nature to Lulu. So Freddy has basically overstepped the line with her, tried to play with her, and she doesn't want to know. And he's tried and tried and tried, and she's now telling him off. And he saw him run and hide under the chair. And we're going to allow that because Freddy needs to learn just to chill out and give Max a bit of space. He's going to try again because he's a bit of a dope, bless him. And she wants to play, and that's now her asking to play. So she's calmed down a bit. She didn't like it at first, and now she's asking for a game. So hopefully, now they're both in play mode, as it were, they'll have a good game. Freddy's a bit nervous. Frank's coming to see what it's all about. Lulu's guarding her plastic. Mr. Keisho is Akemi's big brother, and he's just standing by, making sure she's okay. Aren't you, Keish? Yeah. Keisho doesn't want to play. Keisho doesn't really like to play in the mornings when we're busy, but in the afternoon when we've got less dogs in, that's when he really comes out with shell, and he really, really likes to play. You're not a morning dog, are you, Keish? Mornings are all about looking after Akemi. For Keisho. Oh, Freddy. Frank and Freddy get on very, very well. They really love each other. So Frank's just wanting to get involved, and off they go. And who can we see in the background? Diesel and Max. Max rather seems to have Diesel's ear in his mouth. Enzo and Lily getting on really well. So the most common thing that people say when they come down to the play park, either to bring their dogs or to have a look at us, which everyone's welcome to do, is how do you stop the dogs fighting? And the other question that we get asked a lot is how do you control the big dogs with the small dogs? Well, this video kind of illustrates perfectly. None of them want to fight, they all communicate, and we intervene if they get heated at all, but they don't because they're all social dogs. As you can see, these are having a great game now. And the question of how do the big dogs and the small dogs play in the same space is that the big dogs want to play with the other big dogs generally. They want to wrestle and run about, the same as smaller dogs want to play with the other small dogs. There are exceptions, like Lulu, who likes to play on her own or play with the big dogs. But generally, the dogs that are in the same energy, that want to play the same game, will go off and play with dogs that are playing the same game. Didn't make much sense. It made sense in my head. Basically, if you've got 4 dogs that want to play ball, they'll all go off and play ball. And if you've got dogs that want to wrestle, they'll wrestle. There are some exceptions, as I say, like Akemi likes to play with the big dogs, Lulu likes to play with the big dogs. There goes Lulu. But it's all about energy, not about size. The dogs don't care. And the big dogs are very gentle with the little dogs. We don't allow any dogs in here that are going to hoof around and sit on little dogs. We just don't allow them in here, it's that simple. They're all socialisation tested. So even a big dog, big heavy dog like Enzo, we know that he's not going to be rough with a little dog. So we're quite happy to be here. Isn't that right, honey? Honey's still here. Hi, honey. The other reason is, the reason we chose this size of industrial unit for the play park is so that a big dog like Enzo or Poopy or Diesel, they can run in here, but they can't get up a lot of speed because it's just not big enough for them to stride. And that's why we chose this size. We could have had a huge unit, twice the size, 3 times the size, and filled it with loads of dogs, but we'd end up with a problem in that there would be too big a space and the big dogs would absolutely hoof around at a really high speed, and then we would get knocked over and the little dogs would get barged into and knocked over. And the other big dogs would get knocked over. And we don't want that. You want a safe space. And that's what we've got.